Hey, what's up everybody? Today we're gonna learn how to make this really delicious umami-filled Japanese fusion pasta. You will not regret this. I like to call it the Japanese fusion YUZU Salmon Carbonara. So come on, let's get started, shall we? And this is the star of the show, the yuzu, of course. The yuzu looks like a lemon but only much better, and it is used in many Japanese cuisines. The yuzu imparts an incredibly fragrant citrus flavor to the dish. It would be so wonderful if you can get it off the bottle. But because the yuzu is rare and expensive, you may have no choice but to use a lemon zest as a substitute. You may grate your lemon zest like a pro or do it the old-fashioned way. Next, we want to season our salmon steaks with salt, pepper, thyme and garlic powder. Into the skillet they go, and here I'm not trying to cook the salmon pieces. All I'm trying to do is to get some crisp and to render some salmon fat. After a minute or two, we transfer our salmon steaks into a baking tray. I add some cheddar cheese and into the oven it goes. After a few minutes, it should look beautiful and incredible like this. Now let's go ahead to cook our pasta the usual way. We cook this until al dente. For the sauce, it is super easy. The first thing you want to do is to create a roux. You do this by cooking shallots and onions in butter, and then we add some cornstarch and then cook this until the flavors of the starch goes away. The roux will act as a thickener for the white sauce. You know the roux is ready when it has turned slightly brown, and then all that's left to do is to add in milk a little bit at a time. Continue stirring in until you get the perfect consistency, just like this. And now let's add in our mushrooms. The mushrooms release incredible umami flavors into our sauce and also create a beautiful bite to the dish. The sauce has thickened much, so let's add in some milk to achieve the perfect consistency. And now comes the magic ingredient. This here is what is called dashi, or Japanese MSG as some would call it. It will give our fusion pasta a distinct hint of Japanese influence. And now we add in some cayenne pepper to give it some color and spice. I throw in a little more milk for the consistency, and then give it a taste. Oh my wok, this is really good. For the citrus flavors, I first throw in the lemon zest, yuzu concentrate, which I managed to get from the Japanese supermart. Now let's incorporate all the flavors in with a good mix and stirring. I dilute with a little bit of water, and then I add in some mirin wine to give it a touch of sweetness and a hint of Japanese. And for the final touch, a squeeze of lemon, black pepper, and some herbs. Finally, our sauce is done. Now let's go ahead to poach an egg using the boiling pasta water. And here's how we do it. Be very careful not to overcook the egg yolk. You want to brick it into a runny stream later. And now let's prepare some lemon slices for the beautiful plating. We lay out the lemon slices, and then we add in the ladle of our fusion Japanese yuzu carbonara sauce. We lay out our spaghetti on top of the sauce. Make sure to twist them into a high stack. And then scoop in another ladle of our Japanese fusion yuzu carbonara sauce. Lay up the salmon, sprinkle in the lemon zest, and be sure to put some in the side. Finally, sprinkle some parsley. No carbonara is complete without eggs, so let's do it. Slice the egg yolk to let it run, and we are done. So there you have it, my take on the Japanese fusion yuzu salmon carbonara. Hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and we'll see you around.